is to keep peace and strengthen supply chains in the face of the growing threat from the Chinese Communist Party. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has more.
And that's the next step in this great partnership, is to actually begin to see concrete actions and steps being taken in conjunction.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio hosts his counterparts from the Quad Alliance in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. That's Japan, India, and Australia. And the goal is to ensure a free and open Asia-Pacific region. That's as China has been increasing its military drills in the region, and in doing so, sometimes violating other nations' airspace and waterways.
There are many countries that are going to benefit from this partnership, even though they're not members of it.
Rubio could be referring to here, among others, Taiwan and the Philippines, which have had their ships either unlawfully arrested or rammed by the CCP. Top military officer from the U.S., Admiral Samuel Paparo, says that the CCP's military aggression against Taiwan increased 300% in 2024.
China's increasingly aggressive actions near Taiwan are not just exercises, they are rehearsals.
Rubio hosted the Quad foreign ministers back in January, the day after Trump's inauguration, a move obviously underscoring the importance of the Indo-Pacific region. A focus of Tuesday's meetings were to promote economic development, particularly when it comes to critical minerals.
And it's not simply a security matter. It's largely, in many cases, about economic development. In fact, later today, we'll be hosting here in this building a number of companies. I think over 30 or 40 companies was the last count, representing all four of our countries.
Unfortunately, we meet against the backdrop of conflict and of escalating competition.
The Indo-Pacific region, where our four countries are located, is the growth engine of the global economy, accounting for more than half of the world's population.
Meanwhile, India's foreign minister says that his country hopes to host the next Quad summit, adding that they condemn terrorism. That was in the face of recent terrorist attacks on India, which blamed Pakistan, leading to a short but deadly war about 2 months ago.
India has every right to defend its people against terrorism, and we will exercise that right. We expect our Quad partners to understand and appreciate that.
President Trump brokered a ceasefire deal between the two countries, after which Pakistan nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. India, meanwhile, has differed that Trump's intervention led to a ceasefire.
We've now achieved peace between India and Pakistan, Israel and Iran, and the DRC and Rwanda.
The idea of a free and open Indo-Pacific goes back at least to the Biden administration, where President Biden last year was caught on a hot mic telling Quad leaders that, quote, China is testing us, referring to the regime's increasingly aggressive behavior in the region. Reporting by Jack Bradley, NTD News.
Two Chinese nationals face hefty charges for allegedly spying on the U.S. Navy and recruiting military personnel for China's foreign intelligence agency. FBI Director Kash Patel calls this one example of the Chinese Communist Party's effort to infiltrate our institutions. NTD correspondent Jason Blair has more.
The FBI arrests two Chinese nationals for allegedly acting as agents for the CCP and spying on U.S. Navy bases and service members, as well as recruiting military personnel to accomplish tasks for China's foreign intelligence agency, the Ministry of State Security, or MSS. FBI Director Kash Patel told Fox News Digital the individuals charged were acting on behalf of a hostile foreign intelligence service, part of the Chinese Communist Party's broader effort to infiltrate and undermine our institutions. Thanks to the outstanding coordination with our partners, including NCIS, we disrupted those efforts and sent a clear message. The U.S. will not tolerate espionage on American soil. Yonce Chen and Lien Lai were arrested on Friday. They could face up to 10 years in prison and a fine up to $250,000. The Department of Justice says China's government uses various means to conduct intelligence activities against the U.S. This includes the MSS, which is involved with collecting intelligence on civilians. The MSS is also tasked with foreign intelligence, counterintelligence, and political security. In June, the FBI reported that in 2020, China allegedly conspired to carry out a fake election ballot scheme by mass-producing fake driver's licenses. Kash Patel says that he gave newly declassified documents on this to Senator Chuck Grassley for review. Patel also alleges that the FBI covered up this evidence under previous agency leadership. Reporting in Washington, D.C., Jason Blair, NTD News.
Is the Sleep Number smart bed worth it? Thousands of happy smart sleepers say yes. Like
我们今天讨论很多，就是我们重新去深度的思考美国这次的午夜重者的行动。我认为它不仅刷新了整个全球的权力格局，同时它也改写了人类至今的一种战争的哲学。什么哲学呢？在美国这样的一个武力展示之下，其实人类已经没有任何安全避难之所。我觉得这才是对于独裁者本身最为严重的一种一记棒喝。为什么？你已经没有任何施展你野心的机会，你必须被迫选择和平。我们今天谈到稀土的问题，不存在所谓中国稀土的霸权，或者是这个美中贸易谈判当中里面所谓的稀土牌等等的问题因为这个中共所拥有的这个稀土的优势，基本上都是通过美国本身可以逐渐的去转变。透过这个所谓的去产业链的方式，透过这个开发更多的一个稀土的来源，来自于它实际上有相当充足的一个库存的准备等等的，所以中共的这一个所谓的稀土牌本身，我认为根本就是一个假议题而且就算你打出来了最后一仗，打完了你就没牌可以打了最后我们谈到美军的印太的4大战略的部署，分别是从内地的这个后院的抄底。沿海的包裹打击，另外就是近海的多域作战，最后到达岛链的4国联防。我认为无论是最近的各种发言以及各种迹象都可以证明美国现在已经开始，而且是积极的在进行形成一种印太的灭共战略网络。